So, hello everyone. I hope you all are great. So, it's been a while that we haven't uploaded any video. So, here we are today with our new video on SQL injection. Okay, so first thing first, let's just go and learn what SQL injection is. Okay, so SQL injection is something that happens when an application uses unsanitized user input inside SQL queries. Okay, so with that, attackers can change the query logic or they can read, modify the data. Okay, and also attackers can bypass authentication or even run commands on the server, but that's because there is a condition if database or the users allow it. Okay, you are using it as a user that has rights that allow it. Okay, so it is a high impact bug that is P1 on I think most of the platforms. So let's say you think it as like a web application ask database for data. So if the app blindly appends user input into SQL, so the attacker controls the SQL. Okay, the next thing is where to check for injection points, like the common injection points where you can check for SQL injection. Okay, so the first one is URL query parameter. Okay, the second one you can say post bodies and JSON fields, cookies like session IDs, user flags, and that's all. Okay, so now other than that you can go on to http headers that are like user agents. You can add some you can say x forwarded for or referrer header or authorization headers. Okay, because most of these places like http headers are ignored, but these are very powerful and there are more likely chances to find SQL injection on. So there are other hidden form fields or upload data like upload metadata and file names. So uh, like other than that, there are stored procedures and dynamic SQL in the backend. Okay, so also you have to remember that SQLi can appear in select, where, order by, insert values or update. These are dynamic stored procedures. There SQLi is built from input. Okay, so how you can detect SQL injection? So let's see it in practical. Okay, so for example, let's take a program. So let me just go to desktop and then BMW. Okay, so here let's just open our Firefox browser, and what we are going to do is let's just go. Okay, now let me open my Burp Suite and BMW. Yeah, this program. So let me turn on Burp. So first of all, what we are going to do is we will check for any any one of our domain. So we'll be taking let's say this one or this one. Let me just go into this www.bmw. Let me see this one. Okay, let's see for this program. And let me just fix it to the screen so that it is easy for us to understand. Okay, great. So what we are going to do is we have opened this Firefox and we are onto this page. So let us search for parameters. Okay, not in this one. Any parameters? Okay, these ones. So let me just go to repeater and send this, and let's see. Okay, we don't have any. Okay, let me just send it to repeater. Send it. Okay, no reply. mm, let us try to log in. Test at gmail.com, and let us just do intercept on, and let's see if we have. Okay, let us send it to repeater. Send. Okay, 200 forward, and it's asking for our password, that is test, and let's just do send it. Okay, so it's sending in captcha, so it's captcha request. Okay, no problem. So here we have this. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to our first step will be submit a single quote. Okay, so let's just try to submit something here, and now we have to check for errors or any differences. So we have got an error, that is invalid request. Let's just try to send one more. Okay, nothing happened. After that, what we are going to do is here name callback. Let's just try and see if we have any difference. Okay, let's just send, and it's 200. Okay, so name is equal to prompt unauthorized, invalid client, client authentication failed, login failure. Okay, unknown client, value username. So let's just do this, submit a single quote and send it. Okay, it's giving us. Okay, name, value is password. Okay, let's just try password and id token 1. and let's okay, so we are here, password value this, password callback, then we have name callback, and then password callback. Okay, value is this. Okay, and you get my point. Like what we are going to do, like what we have done till here is we have to submit a single code and watch for errors or differences. Or what we can do is, let's just go to username one and send it. Now we can check for boolean changes, like not boolean changes, boolean checks. Okay, so what we need to do is we are going to send or 1 equals 1. Let's just try, and 1 equals 2. Auth id is nothing is changing, I think. Dash or 1 equals 1. Okay, it's forbidden. Great. 1 equals 2. It's also forbidden. Great. So now we can check for boolean values. Other than that, what we can do is, like while trying it, we need to check does the output changes. Okay, so another thing that we can do is, let's say we have an id. Okay, so let me just tell you, like there is content length, and let's just add a number here, and let's see if anything changes. So content length a b a d, and let's see. Okay, it's changing. We can change the origin. We can try it here on user agent. Let's just try. Okay, invalid client. Let's just send another one, unauthorized. Okay, let's just send it. So we are doing some mistakes, I think. Okay, it's 200. Okay, it's 401 unauthorized. No problem. I think our token is expired or something like that. Okay, other than that, we can try like time based tests, and that are inject sleep. Let's say we do sleep and this, and let's just do 5. Okay, unauthorized, no problem. So what we are going to do is send this to repeater, send it, and let's see. Okay, 302 found. And we can try here, let's say sleep 5, and then we can send it. You don't have permission to access. So I think it's using user agent, so you can find some vulnerabilities here. Yeah, right, you can find it. Okay, so these are some of the stuff which you can use while like finding SQL injection. So let's move to our next stuff. So that is the classic auth bypass. Okay, so let's just check a vulnerable query concept. So on your screen you can see a query. So the query is select star from where select star from users where username is equal to, you type the username, and password is equal to your password. So you can inject something like in username, you try to inject 1 or 1 is equal to 1, and in password you can type anything. So with this, the query becomes true for all rows and may log you in, and it sometimes return the first user, that is admin. Okay, so now let's move to some important SQLi types, that is in band, that is union error. So the results are returned in response, that is easy to detect. So the next one is blind, that is boolean or time based. So here no direct output is shown on the page, so you need to check the page behavior or timing. After that we have out of band, that is database makes HTTP or DNS call back to your server, that is useful when blind or time based are not possible. Okay, so after that we have header based SQLi, that is you inject SQL injection, like you inject SQLi payloads via headers, that can be user agents, X forwarded for, or you add some headers on referrer and all that. Okay, so now let's just try to see it with a one liner, that is very easy to run, that will be our practical. So let's move to our computer screen. Okay, so now we will use a one liner that injects on the spots of the parameters, and it will spot SQL error patterns. So for that, what we are going to do is we are going to open our terminal, and you can use like echo and your HTTP your target.com. Okay, but we have already some URLs with us for this BMW program, and we have done the recon process on live, so you can watch that how we got all the URLs. So for that, what we are going to do is we will go on to desktop and then BMW. So here we have the URLs that are urls.txt. Okay, let me just zoom on to this, and now what we are going to do is instead of echo we'll do cat urls, and if we are using for only one URL, we can use a tool that is Gao, Wayback URLs, Katana, and like that. So we have used all of those, and there is a tool Uro, I think. Okay, so I don't have that tool, so let me just go and Uro GitHub. Let me just install it. I think I have the tool. Let me just check it. And we don't have, but okay, no problem. Let me just see if it installs Uro, and URO. Okay, great. So we have installed it, and we'll just do is grep uh, grep and some for pattern discovery. then we'll use sed for, okay, that is equals, and the parameter value, and we'll use unique to params.txt. Let's just see if it works. Okay, so do we have httpx? Let's see. Okay, we have httpx. Now what we'll do, cat param and httpx dash mr, that is for match response, that is dot star sql dot star pipe dot star syntax dot star, then again we have pipe dot star error dot star, and let's just hope I have done it right, and let's try to run it. Okay, let's see. Okay, great. So here let me just tell you from that command what we really did. Okay, so the command was, let me just grep it. Okay, I don't think we have that command. So in that command what we did was, I'll just explain. So Gao and Uro are for like gathering the historical URLs, and Uro for, you can just search here, you can get to know, like we have a list of URLs where there is, like, let's say https example.com and page.php id is equal to 1, and here we have id is equal to 2. So these are both same URLs, but the IDs are changing. So if we use any one, so that will work. So Uro will do the same. So it will only use one of those parameter values. Okay. After that, we are using grep. So that selects query strings. After that, we have used sed, that will replace parameter values with the syntax. Okay, for syntax test. And this http dash mr is for, like, it will look for SQL like error strings. So mr is for, I think, match response. I don't remember it, but yes. So let me just close it, like, okay, I have used this one, but I will have to use this for, I think, not this. This will be dash a, right? And yes, it is param, instead of params we'll do 1, and here also 1, and let's just try now. So let's say we have something. Let's open it. Invalid URLs, no URLs. Okay, great. Now let's say you find something. So now what you are going to do is, so we'll confirm and exploit with SQL map. Okay, so let's say we found an endpoint. So what we'll do is SQL map and dash u and our URL. Okay, and instead of this, let's just do dash p for id, that is our id, and dash dash dbms and dash dash level is 1, dash dash risk is 1, and dash dash banner. So let's just try it. Okay, I think backend. Okay, we haven't provided any database now. Okay, it will check, continue. Yes. Okay, let me just do one more thing. We'll add dash dash batch for automation. Okay, so get parameter id does not seem to be injectable. So let's just try and let's see if, okay, advanced service cannot be reached, select a valid URL. So let's just try this one. It is an HTTP version. So what we'll do is we'll just go here and okay, and instead of HTTPS we'll use HTTP alt or not. Okay, wait, we have to provide the parameter value. Dash p is not id here, it is market. Okay, let's just try this one. Let's just try and see if anything, like if we found anything. Okay, it's running and it's also finding other stuff. So let's just uh, close it and let's see if it is injectable or not. So these are some of the tips on which you can find SQL injection. Also, I have written a blog on this, so you can read that. I'll just add my blog URL to the video so you can just read it. So it is much more detailed than this video, so you can go and read this blog. Okay, I'll just add the blog URL there. Okay, great. Does not seems to be injectable, so that's okay. So I have taught you most of the stuff, and for more you can go and read my blog. Okay, so that is it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please like the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and also share to someone who is in need. Okay, so that is it. So let's just meet in another video. Till then, bye bye and thanks for watching.